Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers, and it's Friday, and you know what that means. That means it's another episode of Page by Page with a collaboration with Kyung Shotwell. Now, Kyung's links will all be below the video, and also, a link to her YouTube channel, and so be sure to go over there so you can see her episode for this Friday of her page by page. Now, this week's prompt was acetate, and this is going to be super duper easy, and yes, it's going to be a specimen thing, but it's the idea that's a little different, and not the difficulty or the actual mechanics of putting it together. Okay, so bear with me. So I bought some acetate, and it was much thinner than what I had wanted, and so as you can see, it might as well be it's a little bit thicker than what do you call it, an envelope cellophane. So I wished it had been heavier, and I just didn't look at the mils on it, and this is what it looks like when it came in a big pad like this. So I should have known when it came in a pad. The only good thing is there's tracing paper in between each piece, so when you take a piece out, you get 2 pieces of tracing paper. But I mean, it still does what it's supposed to. So what we're going to do is, first of all, let me show you what I did. I went around the page like I have been doing with bundled sage. I inked the page with bundled sage, and this is page 4, and what I did was I took page 3, and normally it goes this way, but I turned it around like this to work on it. Okay, you don't want to do that too much, but I did it once, well, now twice. So anyway, what we're going to do is I've cut the piece of acetate. You can see a little bit of black on here still from the Sharpie marker, and you know what, that's going to be fine. I wish I could get my fingerprints off, but I can't. I've tried. Every time I touch it, I put more fingerprints on it. And what I've done is I've cut it out to the shape of the white of the piece of paper that's on the piece of paper. So what I decided to do is, instead of just being a specimen thing, you know, like a rectangle with the bug in it or whatever, I decided to make the specimen slide the same as this image right here. And then instead of the butterflies being underneath the acetate, they're going to be escaping from the acetate. You see what I mean? So they're not going to be dead butterflies stuck under glass. They're going to be live butterflies. Butterflies that have magically come to life. That's what we'll say. Butterflies that have magically come to life and are now escaping out from underneath the acetate. So like I said, this is going to be easy and straightforward, but it's mainly the idea and not the mechanics of it. So what I'm going to do, instead of, let me move that over just a little bit because it's sticking off the page. It's kind of hard to see it when it's clear, huh? Okay, there we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small piece of tape, and it's all right, you won't see it. And I'm going to put it, I wish it was a little smaller than that. There, my wish came true. Isn't that amazing how that happens? Scissors can make your every wish come true. Okay, so we're going to put a little piece here. There we go. And a little piece here. A little piece there. Okay, now the other thing we're going to do is we're going to make it look like somebody just stuck it to the page. Okay, and that's what's going to cover the tape, and it's also what's really going to hold the acetate down. not the little bitty piece of tape. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move that up just a little bit. We're going to move it down just a little bit, and we're going to glue it on. She says confidently. I don't know what I was thinking. That it was racking my brain what to do this week with acetate that hadn't already been done. You know, I was going to do a pocket, and then the acetate wasn't thick enough for me to do this cool pocket with this tag that I was going to do. Oh, that's funny. I'm not going to tell you what the little leaves on here look like. Anyway, okay, so somebody's taped their specimen thing to the page. I'm going to put another piece here. That's too long. Let's put it off the page and then trim it. Let's do that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. They got so excited with their tape, they just went right off the paper. Okay, so we'll just leave that for right now. Okay, now we're going to use one more piece. Now we're going to have our butterflies, and instead of being smushed underneath there, we're going to have one coming out from underneath. Come here, acetate. We're going to have one coming out from underneath like that. And we're going to glue his little body down, and we're going to glue his little body only. Okay. Okay. And then once we've glued his little body, I guess I could have said something instead of just being quiet there. So see, he's escaping out from underneath the acetate instead of being trapped underneath. Let's fix his little wings. And let's raise this wing up a little bit too, because he's escaping. He's not stuck under there. Now we're going to take this last piece here, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to run it off the page, and then we will trim it. Okay. Alrighty, so now we've got that. So let's trim this. Okay. Looks like I could have trimmed that a little bit better. Or even a little bit more better. There we go. Well, that little point just does not want to come off. There we go. Finally. Didn't think we were ever going to get that off of there. Okay. So now we don't need these two pieces. We've got one more butterfly. We're going to put him up here, because he's already escaped. I wish I'd have had a word that said escape. Well, you know what would be kind of fun? Let's put his wing under here. See if we can get it. Oh, yeah. Now he's getting out up there. Ah. So now he's escaping from under the acetate. Because you can't hold a good butterfly down. And then we're going to take the word fly and we're going to put it up there. So see, I told you this was going to be a short and sweet one. Look at that, we're only at 10 minutes. Did you ever think I would ever make a video this short? No, me either. Normally I'm the 1 hour long, look how complicated I can make the page girl. But no, not today. No triple pockets. No nothing. Just some acetate and a couple of butterflies. And that's all we're doing. Okay. Let's make sure everything dries. Now we're going to flip this over. And we're going to glue it to the page. Yes, this is printed on the back. I was going to use it for something else. I was going to make a card with it, so I had printed it, you know, like a parchment color on the back to save from having to glue any coffee dyed paper on the back. I didn't want to quote unquote waste it. I'd rather use it in a journal than glue it to the back of a card, to tell you the truth. Okay. So now let's make sure everybody's right side up. See how that works? And we'll put him right there in the center. And bring him up just a little bit. All right. See? Look at that. We're done. 12 minutes and 34 seconds. Ta-da! So now we have our butterflies escaping from our acetate, from under our specimen glass. All right? Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video and give you a little bit of idea outside the box instead of just making a regular specimen card. And I may come back and put some little decorations on the butterflies, but I may not. You never know. It's kind of cool the way it is. You don't need to have, you know, little, what do you call them? Liquid pearls and stuff on everything. Little gems for their bodies and things like that. So that's it for this episode of Page by Page, a collaboration with Kyung Shotwell. And I will see you next Friday for another video and another page in our book. All right, this is Terry saying goodbye. I'll see you next time, and that'll be just a minute for you, but a day for me, or actually a week for me. Bye.